you. Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank you and the committee for allowing Senator Baldwin and I to come and participate in this, because this is obviously an issue that's striking dear to our hearts here in Wisconsin. And I'd like to thank you, Dr. Clancy, for responding to my letter and certainly starting your own investigation in terms of the problems at Toma. Senator Manchin was saying that we all recognize this is a serious problem. I guess I just want to ask, how long has the VA recognized the potential of opiate overdosing, overprescription to be a problem?
We have recognized it since at least 2012 and launched a very serious initiative starting in 2013, and we're now upping that. Upping it is probably the wrong way to say it. We're renewing the focus on it to get it right down to ground level for each individual prescriber and their patient panel.
So how long have you been at the VA?
I have been there for a year and a half.
Oh, okay. Dr. Day, how long have you been in the Inspector General's office?
About 12 years.
About 12 years. How long have you been aware, or the Inspector General's office, how long have they been aware that opiate overprescription may be a problem?
I think if you look through our hotlines, for as long as I've been at the VA, it's been a problem. And the reason that we did the national review in 2012 was that it's been my experience that in order to get VA to respond and make change, I need national data. So we put a tremendous amount of effort into providing a national report to demonstrate at least what we think the level of the problem is, and then encourage VHA to move forward.
How long have you been aware, or the Office of the Inspector General or been aware of the problems at the Toma facility? When were you first hearing of these problems?
So if you're, in recent time, that would be the first time Toma's come up to me, we got a hotline allegation in roughly 2011, and I can give you a timeline. And that allegation of improper care to providers at Toma was sent to the VISN director to respond to. Historically, I have produced about 60 hotlines a year. I write about one hotline a week is about what I can publish for manpower. And I get, the VA gets, IG gets roughly 50,000 contacts, and that distills down to, in 2014, 2,400 healthcare issues. Okay, so I sent that to, so in the triage process, I sent that to the VISN director, and the VISN director responded back to those allegations, essentially saying they found no problems at Toma. About a month or two later, we got another hotline. Again, I can provide the data.
Okay, no, I don't want to get into the whole thing right now. I'm just trying to. Okay, so the Office of Inspector General first became aware of problems at Toma in terms of potential opioid overprescription in 2011. Are you looking in a more robust fashion in terms of possibly knowing before that? I mean, this is when you were first aware of it. Are you checking either the Inspector General's office or within the VA in terms of previous reports of problems with Toma? And maybe even beyond opiate overprescription. I mean, allegations of intimidation. I mean, how long has that been known? And are you inspecting that right now? Are you launching that investigation to determine how long this has been known?
I would say in recent time, roughly 2011 timeframe is when we became aware of those issues.
Are you going to launch an investigation to see if this was known sooner, to hold people accountable?
So in order...
It's just simply yes or no. Are you going to...
I'm not planning to go back further.
So you're going to...
What happened?
Dr. Clancy, are you going to look into how long this has been known?
Yes. Right now, we've got two rigorous investigations going on. One is being done by an entity that Secretary McDonald and the deputy set up called the Office of Accountability Review. Historically, VA has 150 facilities and many clinics and so forth, so highly decentralized, and for many policies, including HR, was pretty decentralized or federated, if you will. The whole purpose of this Office of Accountability and Review, fondly known as OAR, is to hold senior leaders in particular accountable, part of that investigation will also include any previous allegations or issues that have surfaced.
Okay, my time's up, but Dr. Day, one of the things, we've been trying to work with the Office of Inspector General, certainly sensitive to the privacy issues, that type of thing, but we also are conducting our own investigation as part of my committee. That's my responsibility. And we really are going to require some of these files so we can do our own investigations, find out how far this went back, when it was known, who knew it, so that we can, first and foremost, the number one goal here is to make sure these tragedies never happen to another veteran or their families, but also find out who knew what when and hold those individuals accountable. So I'm hoping that the Office of Inspector General will actually cooperate with the committee as we undertake our responsibility to do our own investigation as well. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.